Okay, in this class we can discuss main quality characteristics of water. Okay, quality characteristics of water. The first one is alkalinity. The second one is hardness. The third one is total solids. The fourth one is oxidation. The fifth one is transparency. The sixth one is silica content. Okay, the main quality characteristics of water are: first one is alkalinity, second one is hardness, third one is total solids, the next one is oxidation, transparency and the silica content. Okay, the first one is alkalinity. Okay, alkalinity means basicity present in water. Basicity present in water. What is alkalinity? Alkalinity means basicity present in water. That means base means OH minus ion. Okay, as it means H plus ion. Okay, that means alkalinity means OH minus ion concentration is increased. Okay, here the water can contains high OH minus ion concentration. The water can contains high OH minus ion concentration. Okay, this is called basicity of water. This is called basicity of water. Okay, the pH of the water is greater than 7. pH of the water is greater than 7. This is pH scale. Okay, this is 7. The value is 7. Below 7, okay, the pH value below 7, that is acid. Okay, the pH value above 7, that is base. Okay, equal to 7, that is neutral. Okay, here this is base, so the pH value is greater than 7. Okay, and then next, okay, in lab we already find out the alkalinity of water. Okay, that means in conical flask we can take pond water. Okay, in conical flask we can take pond water. In this conical flask we add methyl orange indicator. Okay, methyl orange indicator is added. Then this solution comes to yellow in color. Okay, we already find out. Okay, we can take conical flask, pond water, and methyl orange indicator is added in this pond water. Then the solution comes to yellow in color. Okay, in burette we can take N by 50. N by 50 means 0.02 normal. Okay, 0.02 normal H2SO4 solution is taken in a burette. Okay, we can add H2SO4 solution from burette to the conical flask. Then the solution converted to yellow color to wine red. The solution can be converted from yellow color to wine red. Then this is the end point. This is the end point. That means here pond water means alkalinity. Pond water means basicity is present in water. That means OH minus ion concentration is high. Pond water means OH minus ion concentration is high here. These OH minus ions can neutralize by H plus ions in the acid. Okay, these OH minus ions can neutralize by H plus ions in the acid from burette. Okay, then we can find out the end point. The color is wine red. This is the alkalinity. Okay, alkalinity means, okay, this is the alkalinity. The next one is hardness. Hardness means sum of concentration of Ca plus 2 and Mg plus 2 ions. Okay, hardness means sum of the concentration of Ca plus 2 and Mg plus 2. And then for the basis of hardness and alkalinity, the natural water can be divided into two types. On the basis of hardness and alkalinity, the natural water means cations, sodium, calcium and magnesium, and anions, chloride ion and sulfate ion and bicarbonate ions are present in water. Okay, on the basis of hardness and alkalinity, the natural water can be divided into two types. The first one is non-alkaline water. The second one is alkaline water. Non-alkaline water means these water can more frequently react with nature. Okay, these type of water can more frequently react with nature. Okay, that means these are characterized by HT is greater than AT. Here HT is total hardness, AT means total alkalinity. Okay, total hardness is more greater than total alkalinity. That means non-alkaline water. Next, alkaline water means these are characterized by total hardness is less than the total alkalinity. Okay, next, soft water. Soft water means water can form lathers. Lathers means foam. Okay, water can form lathers, that means foam, easily with soap. That means water plus soap is equal to foam. That means lathers. Okay, soft water means water can form lathers easily on shaking with soap. Okay, hard water means water do not form lathers. Lathers means foam. Water do not form lathers easily with soap, but they form scum. Scum means SCUM. Scum means layer. Okay, layer is formed at the top. Okay, water plus soap is to form PPT. That means, okay, that means water plus soap can form white layer, scum. Okay, this is the soft water, this is the hard water. Soft water means water can form lathers easily with soap. Hard water means water do not form foam, that means lathers easily with soap, but they form scum. That means layer is formed. These are called hard water. The next one, hardness is divided into two types. The first one is permanent hardness. Okay, permanent hardness and temporary hardness. Okay, water is hardness is divided into two types. Temporary hardness. Temporary hardness means carbonate hardness. Carbonate hardness. Permanent hardness means non-carbonate hardness. Okay, the first one is on the basis of hardness and alkalinity, what natural water can be divided into two types, that is non-alkaline water and alkaline water. Non-alkaline water means total hardness is greater than total alkalinity. Alkaline water means total hardness is less than total alkalinity. Next, soft water means water can form lathers easily on shaking with soap. And hard water means water that do not form lathers easily with soap. Okay, that means in this case these two are contains calcium plus 2 and magnesium plus 2 ions. So these two do not form foam. Okay, the next case is hardness is again divided into two types. That means first one is temporary hardness, that is carbonate hardness. Okay, the next one is permanent hardness, non-carbonate hardness. Okay, this is the hardness. The next one is total solids. Total solids. Total solids means the amount of non-volatile substance present in the natural water. The amount of non-volatile substance present in the natural water. Natural water means cations, sodium, calcium and magnesium, and anions, chloride and sulfate and bicarbonate ions are present in water. Okay, that means total solids means the amount of non-volatile substance present in natural water in colloidal and molecular dispersed state. Okay, that means the amount of non-volatile substance present in natural water in colloids and molecular dispersed state is called total solids. Okay, if you can determine the total solids, okay, if you can determine the total solids in natural water, the bicarbonates of calcium plus 2 and Mg plus 2 are converted into carbonates. Okay, if you can determine the total solids present in natural water, then the bicarbonates of calcium plus 2 and magnesium plus 2 can be converted into carbonates. Carbonates means calcium carbonate, magnesium carbonate. Okay, that means calcium bicarbonate and magnesium bicarbonate can be converted into calcium carbonate and magnesium carbonate. Then we have three important solids are present in nature. Okay, three important solids are present in the natural water. The first one is fixed residue solids. Fixed residue solids. The second one is mineral residue solids. The third one is sulfate residue solids. Okay, total solids. We have three important solids are present in natural water. The first one is fixed residue solids. The second one is mineral residue solids. The third one is sulfate residue solids. In fixed residue solids means to calculate contamination means calculate. Okay, to calculate the total solids, present in the natural water, okay, by several times at 1070 Kelvin degree centigrade. That means 1070 Kelvin temperature. Okay, the mass can be decreased. That means the amount of total solid present in natural water can be determined several times at 1070 Kelvin temperature. Then the mass can be decreased. That means the mass can be decreased. Okay, as a resulting the formation of fixed residue solid. Okay, the total content of solids present in the natural water, okay, these are determined several times at 1070 kelvins. Okay, the mass can be decreased. As a resultant, the formation of fixed residue solids. Okay, resulting the formation of fixed residue solids. These are the fixed residue solids. The next one is mineral residue solids. Mineral residue solids means the number of cations and anions. Cation means positive and anion means negative charge. Okay. The number of cations and anions including carbonates. Carbonates means CO3. Okay, including carbonates and including carbonate ions, CO3 2 minus. Okay, and Al2O3 and Fe2O3 and SiO2 are added to the water. Okay, what is mineral residue solid? Mineral residue solids means all the cations and anions including carbonates and Al2O3 and Fe2O3 and SiO2 are added to the water. These are the minerals. Okay, these are the added to the water, then to form mineral residue solids. The next one is sulfate residue solids. Sulfate residue solids means if total solids present in natural water is reacts with H2SO4. Okay, total solid contents are present in natural water is treated with H2SO4 sulfuric acid. Okay, then the cations are present in the water. Then the cations are present in the water can be converted into sulfate. Okay, it's called sulfate residue solids. Total solids means the amount of non-volatile substance is present in the natural water in colloidal and molecular dispersed state. That is called total solids. The next one is if you determine the total solids in natural water, the bicarbonates of calcium plus 2 and magnesium plus 2 can be converted into carbonates. Okay, and then we have three important solids are present in natural water. The first one is fixed residue solids, The next one is mineral residue solids. The third one is sulfate residue solids. Fixed residue solids means the amount of total solids. You can calculate the amount of total solids present in the natural water by several times at 1070 Kelvin. Okay, the mass can be decreased. As a resulting, the formation of fixed residue solid can be formed. Okay, the next one is mineral residue solids. Mineral residue solids means all the cations and anions including carbonates and Al2O3 and Fe2O3 and SiO2 are added to the water. The next one is sulfate residue solids. Sulfate residue solids means if the amount of total solids present in the natural water, okay, is treated with sulfuric acid, then all the cations present in the water, can be converted into sulfates. It's called sulfate residue solids. Here water means not only H2O. Okay, in this case water is polluted. That means both calcium and magnesium ions are present here. Okay, so that cations can react with these sulfuric acid. All the cations can be replaced by sulfate. Okay. The next one is oxidation. The fourth one is oxidation. Oxidation means the contamination of Oxidation means the contamination. Contamination means pollution. Okay, polluted. Okay, the contamination of natural water by organic substances can be usually characterized by oxidability. Here, water can polluted when addition of another organic matter. Okay, addition of another substance to the water, then water can be polluted. That means oxidation means contamination of, that means pollution. Okay, contamination of natural water by organic matter. That means organic substance also. Okay, contamination of natural water by organic substance usually characterized by oxidability. Okay, is called oxidation. The next one is transparency. Transparency means it characterizes the concentration of suspended solids. Okay, transparency means it characterizes the concentration of suspended solids. Is called transparency. If you can determine the transparency by type method. You can determine the transparency by type method. Okay. The next one is silica content. Okay, it characterizes the concentration of SiO2. The concentration of SiO2 present in the natural water. Concentration of SiO2 present in the natural water is called silica content. Okay, these are the main quality characteristics of water. Okay, the first one is alkalinity, second hardness, third one is total solids, the fourth one is oxidation, the fifth one is transparency, and sixth one is silica content.